عليك لا إله إلا الله.
For people to get involved, we spoke about them giving up of their time and contacting in terms of zakah and whatnot. The difficulties of getting people, do they go with you overseas? Do they travel in groups? Do you guys take people with you? What ages? What do they? Is it a skilled situation? Do you need to come with skill, or do you need to come with some sort of labor force? Or?
Now, obviously, when going through many of these African countries, there are a lot of procedures and protocols that you've got to adhere to.
Yes,
because some of these countries are volatile situations. There's a lot of.
I hope you don't mind me asking. I'm just trying to get an understanding for people when they want to help their AMA. That something's happening.
We do have donors, like we just have a donor who returned from Malawi to see, who went to Malawi to see his project. He sponsored various masajid there in 2 different villages. And he went through with the African Muslims Agency to Malawi, to the villages to see, firstly, the village, how many people in the village, what else can you do besides a masjid, what other activities can we do there. So yes, we have donors accompanying us. We had donors accompanying us to Sudan, Darfur, a number of donors who accompanied us on the cargo aircraft, was set on top of cargo.
Really?
And they flew from here to Sudan. So we had donors accompany us to Somalia to see the activities there. Obviously, there's a lot of protocols and procedures that you've got to adhere to. You have to apply for in advance to get the proper paperwork. And once that process and those paperwork comes through, then we embark on the journey. And trust me, it's an eye-opener. And it's an experience you'll never forget. It's a humbling experience.
Inshallah, we'll be able to get involved.
No, inshallah, we can go with this platform ITV for any future programs that we may go for in Africa.
Inshallah, and then there's no age limit to who can join, who can help. Anyone can benefit. Obviously, you'll delegate who does what.
Yes, obviously we have a limited number that we can take with us. We cannot go with open-ended.
I mean, not just in across Africa. I mean, South Africa as well.
No, in South Africa, it's open to the community to come see any of our projects, whether it be the Qurbani program. If any donor wants to come see what we're doing in South Africa, they're most welcome. Any age limit, it's fine.
I had a look at one of your water wells, and that it's quite a project. You guys are doing a great job with that.
Yes,
it's quite interesting.
Alhamdulillah, look at the water wells. It cost 9,500 rand, and the benefit, like I said, to be at the water well, to see the benefit apart from drinking, the other benefit of washing clothes, the other benefit of taking the water to the home to drink for the children, the benefit of making hudu for salah. There's many other benefits. To give you an example, one of our staff just returned from 4 months Jamaat, and he was in Senegal. Sometimes you take it for granted, just a water well. And he was in Senegal, deep in the jungle, and he came across a village where one of the African Muslim Agency water wells were there. And he says, you'll never realize the value of that water well unless you're in that situation. And he really benefited from that while he was in that village.
Oh, excellent. Now, I wanted to ask you about you've 29 countries, you guys are doing well. You have a great relationship, you said, with an international community that are contributing and focusing to help and establish. Are you guys looking to expand anywhere else right now? Is there anywhere else right now that you're thinking? You just said you opened up an office in Western Cape recently. Are you guys looking to go into any other areas at the moment?
Valid question, a good question, Brother Khalid. Our head office is in Kuwait, and alhamdulillah, since the inception, since the early 1980s, we have offices, like I said, in all 29 countries in Africa. Expansion, we're expanding more our activities than offices. We have the 29 offices, but now what we're focusing on is expanding our activities and intensifying our activities. We have over 160 schools and universities around Africa. And what we're doing with the schools and universities, we are intensifying our leadership development courses through these schools and universities in Africa. And like our center in south of Johannesburg, Al Furqan Islamic Center. So yeah, we're expanding our activities, through the 29 offices, whether it be in terms of education, empowerment projects, relief and humanitarian, or medical. So yes, we are expanding.
So it's activities within the branches currently, but no new branches are going to be opening up at the moment, is what you're saying?
We are opening up the Western Cape office in South Africa. Yes. And in other parts of it, we do have plans, like strategic plans for the next coming year, which offices in Africa or next country we will be opening up.
Are you guys doing anything with Palestine at the moment?
We do receive funds for Palestine. However, we are not on the ground in Palestine.
Yes,
there are a number of organizations, alhamdulillah, doing very good work in
Alhamdulillah.
Palestine.
Yes, yes.
And then we network with them by sending those funds over.
I heard about that. You guys kind of a middleman, the situation.
If people give to Palestine, we will pass it on to the organization.
Fantastic.
There's no use duplicating the work.
Absolutely.
We have an organization there who's doing the work. Let's support the organization. And it's one thing with African Muslims Agency, alhamdulillah, over the last 30 years, we network with a number of organizations. And that way we can get more done on the ground.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you guys are doing quite a bit, and inshallah you will continue to do more. Okay, so one more question before we off. I wanted to ask you, where are you spending your Qurbani?
My personal Qurbani?
Yes.
You see, at African Muslims Agency, we always have one condition.
Okay.
For someone to sponsor udhiyah or Qurbani outside, whether it be in South Africa or in Africa, we urge them to do one udhiyah at home, so the family and children and friends can get the true essence of Qurbani. So yes, we urge all our donors to do one at home at least, so the people can see what is the meaning of udhiyah and Qurbani, and get the true feeling of the Sunnah of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and then to sponsor out. Personally, I am doing one at home, and then I'm sending out to Mozambique and Malawi. One Mozambique, one Malawi, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Qurbani, what does that mean to you? What do you take from Qurbani? What is it that you feel about Qurbani?
We know the history of Qurbani, of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the sacrifice of his son Ismail alayhi salam. But it means a lot of sacrifice of many things. Sacrifice of your nafs, sacrifice of your personal desires, sacrifice of things that you want. When you see the condition of somebody in need, do you really need to have what you want to buy as a luxury, or you can give to somebody who is needy? Sacrifice of many things. To sacrifice the luxuries that we don't necessarily need to give to those who are in need of the basic necessities. That's what it means to me.
Inshallah, and I hope our viewers also take that from you. Now, on a final note, thank you for joining us. If you can please give a message to our viewers of ITV on Qurbani, for Qurbani and for Hajj, that's coming up very soon.
Brothers and sisters, it's the days of the months and days towards Eid al-Adha have arrived. There are thousands who are needy, who don't have a basic meal to put on throughout the year. And during these days of Qurbani, we urge you to at least do one Qurbani at home, so the family and friends get the true essence of Qurbani. But then also sponsor out to other parts within South Africa, as well as to Mozambique and Malawi, to the most impoverished communities in Mozambique and Malawi, the most rural villages. People there are in dire need of food. They don't have access to clean drinking water, or no access to the nearest town to purchase, if they can, any form of food or sustainability. So think of them not only in Mozambique and Malawi, but also Somalia and Burma and other parts of Africa. It costs only 550 rand to sponsor Qurbani outside South Africa, and 1,350 rand in South Africa. Let's give with the mentality of abundance, and not with a scarcity mentality. As Muslims, we should not think that it's taking away from our wealth. Almighty will always reward us and increase for us our rizq and our sustenance in abundance if we give for charity. So inshallah, let's make the firm niyyah and intention and give for the needy, whether it be in South Africa or outside South Africa. You can contact the African Muslims Agency offices on 011-834-8685, or donate online, or any other information, go to the website africamuslimsagency.co.za.
Thank you so much, Brother Hassan. It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being with us and staying with us, and inshallah we'll have you again soon.
Shukran.
Brother Hassan. Viewers, have a lovely day and be blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much.
Africa, we are the children of Africa. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. From Mauritania to Ethiopia, from Tunisia to Somalia, we are the children of Africa. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Africa, We are the children of Africa. La ilaha illallah.